how we care for ingredients, how we care for our skin, and how we care for ourselves.
It really is the little moments and the daily rituals we do for ourselves. In today's video, we're diving deep into 3 very special ingredients that some of you may have heard of, but some may have not. It's definitely worth learning about.
And we're talking lotus flower, bean extract, and our good friend Centella Asiatica. And we're so excited to be partnering up with Mixsoon today for this video because not only do they let each ingredient shine through a very special extraction process, but the whole formulation is simplified to contain just the essentials.
Let's just say we might have found your next favorite brand. So let's get started with the bouncy bean. This is my favorite bean, the natto bean. It comes from whole soybeans that have gone through a fermentation process, which gives it this delectable consistency. Do you guys see that? Yes, it is an acquired taste, and I absolutely love it. Then there's this bean essence. Hi, bean essence. This is essentially this, but in a clarified skincare form. Let's look at how it's made.
The soybean seed is naturally fermented for 48 hours with a fermentation technology called TSL. Then it goes through a 72-hour megasonic extraction technology. Is that more?
Epic.
Yeah, I know. Is that more than ultrasonic?
Unlike other methods that use hot water for the extraction process, Mixsoon uses a 72-hour low temperature and high frequency method, kind of like cold pressing juice.
Yes.
Yeah.
And cold brew coffee. Oh my gosh, it's so cool.
When ingredients are extracted at high temperatures, the color of the extract is dark, but there will have been some oxidation in the process, which can destroy some of the effectiveness and potency of the ingredients. However, when extracted at a low temperature with a high frequency, the active ingredient is preserved, which makes all the difference by the time it enters the bottle and gets onto our lovely faces, because we almost get at least 7 times the benefits of the ingredients when it's done this way, which is wild.
Yes. Then after the ingredient goes through the fermentation process, the molecules themselves are split into smaller sizes, which means it's much easier for our skin to absorb all the benefits. It's like a little bird being fed masticated food. It's like,
Wait,
delicious.
that's actually what some of the cold pressed juice machines are called.
What?
Like mastication.
Oh.
Whenever I heard that, I was like, this is such an intense name. So inside this bottle is just 4 ingredients. There's soybean, pear, barley, and pomegranate extract, all sourced domestically within Korea. Wow.
Yeah, and no unnecessary or filler ingredients like purified water or other kind of dilutants that are added into the formulation. So let's just talk about this bean essence.
The bean essence.
The beans.
It actually makes sense. Because of the consistency,
Yeah.
it all makes sense. You guys will see.
Yeah, like
You're
when you
about
buy
to
it.
see.
And just look at this. Jadon. Like it goes
It's
on
still going,
forever. It's so good.
Like whenever we talk about the bouncy stringy texture, this just takes the cake.
Like forever.
Yeah, because we have our snail mucins that can do this, but like this,
But this, no
it's
way.
still going.
Yeah.
So just as we mentioned, there's only 4 ingredients in here. I'm getting so distracted by
I
the
know.
stringiness. The name Mixsoon actually is a play with words on mix and soon. So soon is the Korean word for pure. In Chinese, it's chun. So it's like mixing pure raw ingredients, which as we see in this, that's it.
That's essentially it.
You're getting what you see. That's the 4 things. That's it.
The first time we used this, I was a little bit like, oh my God, why is it so sticky looking? And then you put it on and it just bursts into water, but it retains that kind of like weird tack without being sticky.
The first time this essence touched my skin, I was like, if a skincare product can hug your face, this is it.
Yeah.
I've never experienced this with any other products before. It actually, at one point, turns from like a serum essence to water.
Yes, but like it's so fascinating because it hugs it while being really lightweight. But then you keep using it and then it transforms yet again. Two ways you can use it. If you just apply it on, it becomes this really luscious wash over the face without being sticky essence. And then the second way, you gotta work it in for about 2 minutes and then you'll start to feel the granules.
Yeah.
And then what you do is you take a little pad and just wipe it away, or you can wash it off with just plain water, dab it, and then move on to your moisturizer. So it's like this transformative product. Oh my God.
I'm out of words.
And you know, like this is just a testament to the ingredients because it's the pomegranate enzymes, a natural exfoliant being the most gentle that's really able to attract dead skin and therefore like as you keep working it in, it becomes that exfoliator.
This is like a rice granule from my pimple. It feels that it's hard.
Yeah, like
Where did
it
it
just
come from?
rolled up all our skin. Oh my God. And then it leaves it so supple and soft and hydrated. No thanks. Highly recommend.
This is a treat.
All of you guys
This
to try.
is something, I mean, for as long as we've tested and, you know, been within this skincare world, this is the first time we've experienced something like this.
Yes.
Bean essence.
Just bean essence.
Sold.
So moving on from the bean to a flower extract, the ethereal lotus flower.
This is lotus tea and this is lotus essence. What makes the two different? Starting with the lotus flower. This one is blue lotus and another name for lotus is Nelumbo necifero flower. The lotus isn't just like any other flower. The meaning and the significance is quite profound. In Chinese, the word for lotus is a homonym for the word harmony, and the whole name is He Hua. And in most Asian cultures, the lotus symbolizes the ultimate purity of heart and mind. And this comes from the way the lotus quietly grows upwards from the murky waters, past the large green leaves and blossoms atop a strong stem, and it floats atop the still pond waters. Because of this, the lotus reflects a calm, pure, and ethereal beauty. And in many ways, it's a symbol of our own ability to rise from the murkiness of the world and from our own lives. Now let's find out how to use it in our skincare.
But first, tea. So this is a white lotus tea from Korea. And it is divine. It's so naturally fragrant and sweet.
It is. And you know what's interesting? There's about 36 different varieties of lotus. So you'll find that this white tea is different from that blue tea that I was drinking before. And they're all so sweet, like subtly.
And I feel like lotus has this, because of like the lotus root, you know how the lotus root is also kind of stringy? There is a bit of like slight viscosity to the water. It's not just like straight water.
It's like silky. Yeah. Something about the lotus is just transcendent of this world.
So when the flower is extracted and used in skincare as an ingredient, it has powerful benefits for the skin in the form of antioxidants, flavonoids, polyphenols, amino acids. And if you've seen our previous videos on antioxidants, you'll know just how essential they are for really doing the work in keeping our skin youthful, bouncing, and glowing for as long as humanly possible.
Yes. But what makes the lotus flower different to every other flower ingredient is that it contains a unique and very powerful antioxidant known as kaempferol. Don't know if I'm saying that right, but we'll put it there. And this is an antioxidant which offers natural anti-aging effects whilst evening out our skin tone, so we become radiant like the petal itself. And in Mixsoon's little fabulous lotus essence, you'll find 100% of the lotus flower, which is also called Nelumbo nocifera extract, which is on the back of the ingredient list. And this also goes through the same 72-hour megasonic extraction process. Different acids are once again extracted, including lactic acid. So you get more of those natural AHAs that are produced that keep helping your skin exfoliate in the most gentle, like daily way. Yeah, it's crazy.
They're all crazy.
They're all crazy.
So for the Lotus Toner Essence, this is much more like a classic toning essence.
Yeah.
It's a lot more watery, but at the same time, it still gives your skin a lot.
Yeah, it
Like,
does.
it's like water, but it's not. I think very similar to what we're saying about the White Lotus tea that we're drinking. It has this like,
slippery, silky effect.
yeah.
And then the fact that like it only has one ingredient in there is also mind-blowing that it's able to do that. Okay, so much like this one, you know how it had 2 uses? You can also get these little pads where you make your own and soak your own mask. And it's different to just any other kind of like facial pad you'll find. It's much more like soft and dense. If you want to do like a quick 10-minute mask, is you get the pad with any of the essence that you choose, soak it, and you just like plop it on your skin. Oh my gosh, these pads, yes, little soft plush pillows. Leave it on for 10 minutes, like pat whatever is left onto your skin and it will be glowing to the heavens and back.
For friends with dry skin, does anyone ever patch pad like this? Because I always find that my skin, like the rest of my skin's like, what about me?
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
Maybe a good idea then is to like actually put some on and then like go in with it.
But then the other parts will be like, where's my moisturizer?
True. So that is the beautiful lotus. And you know, just a little thing about lotus flowers, like it's so commonly associated with Buddhism, which I think is cool because they say bodhisattvas and Buddhas, you know, the enlightened beings, there were legends that every time someone achieved enlightenment that a lotus flower would bloom in the heavens. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Anyway, it's so beautiful. All right, now moving on to something that's no stranger to our channel, and it's Centella Asiatica.
In the past couple of years, I feel like Centella Asiatica really had its moment. We've talked a lot about the ingredient as well as used a bunch of products.
Yeah.
So this ingredient actually dates back centuries when it was first discovered and used, told through the mythical story of how there was a wounded tiger who rubbed itself on the centella leaf and its wound healed.
Yeah.
Magic.
Voila. So what makes Centella Asiatica so popular? Centella Asiatica extract has a rich amount of nutrients and antioxidants to not only help to scavenge free radicals, but its healing power lies in helping with inflammation and irritation and redness and everything that's got to do with like the itchies and annoying things on our face. It's also got amino acids which help with hydration and also enhances the strength of our skin barrier, which is super important, and also helps to protect our collagen. So you can see why not only K-beauty and Asian brands, but Western brands are really like trying to formulate with it now. I think I saw like an Olay with Centella Asiatica.
Yeah, no, there was. I think it might have been Clinique.
Oh, yeah.
We looked into a study conducted in 2016 where they were testing skin hydration as well as skin barrier function with emulsions containing 2.5% and 5% Centella Asiatica extract. And it was found that for both percentages, the skin's hydration was like retained better, but then with the 5%, it actually helped significantly with the skin barrier. And then also on top of that, it also helped with TOOL, which is transepidermal water loss.
You can't fight the studies. Okay, so the Centella Asiatica essence is this one here, and they collaborated with this designer who made this cute bear.
It's every purchase made with this bear is donated to help polar bears.
So that's their social cause.
Yeah.
More information on that. But you know, we've used a lot of Centella Asiatica toners, serums, and everything, right? But I think what makes this unique is, once again, I've never used nothing that's just like Centella. Yeah. You can layer it on and it plumps the skin, like visibly plumps your skin.
So very similar to how there is some toning pads that you can use, they also have a little spritz bottle that you can pour whichever your favorite ingredient is into the spray bottle and just on the go. Actually,
You can do
let's
it
try.
right now.
Okay. And then
It's like a good little pick-me-up if you want to store this in your bag and spritz throughout
Yeah.
the day, pat it in.
look, 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 look,
It's
look.
so
Oh,
cool.
oh
my
my
God.
goodness.
Okay,
that's
too
way
much.
too much.
And then you made your own spritz toner or makeup setter or just anything like that.
Ah, it has a beautiful fog mist.
Yes, it's so good. It's so good.
We're so traumatized by some of these spray bottles that
That was
initially your
used
face
in
was
the-
like,
Yeah, you just don't
and
know
then
with
you're
some
like,
of them.
oh, it's just a fog.
Fog. But also in the range, they have a master serum. And this one, oh my God, this consistency.
Oh my God.
Oh my.
That's crazy.
So this has got Bifida probiotic, so it's helping with the skin barrier. It's got the Centella, it's got panthenol, and 2 different types of hyaluronic acid and sodium hyaluronate.
It's beautiful.
So as we were saying, it's like a hug on the face. This was like a lightweight oil, I want to say, but not an oil.
I don't know why I put this on as if it were perfume. So of all the essences that we've tried from this line, I would say that this is the most skin plumping in terms of hydration because of the 2 different types of sodium hyaluronate. And also, I just think Centella as an ingredient is great. Low-key, like super hydrating. And then the Bifida ferment, which is fermented ingredients. Anything that's fermented will just like...
Yeah. So kind of to round up, I think if you're interested in trying this, the Centella is good for like redness, irritation. So maybe if you use a lot of chemical exfoliants and you want to revert back to norm, that's the way to go. But in saying that, all of them are really soothing.
Yeah.
But this one is like subtly brightening. It's got those anti-aging effects. It's like beautiful
The
in
Lotus
its own
with
way.
the AHA and the lactic acid.
Lactic acid. And then this is just in its own category.
This is a superstar. There should be a spotlight on it with like some sparkles.
Yeah, with little beams coming
Yeah.
out. Yeah, this is only some of the essences, but these are our favorite 4 that we
Yes.
picked just specifically for this video because they really highlight singular ingredients and just do it really well. You can check out all their other kind of highlights. They have a Panax ginseng essence. They have the bean essence that we don't have here, which is the watery version of that. 11 different ingredients. They have it on Amazon as well. And I would totally recommend getting these pads or even that spray thing.
This spray is actually quite superior compared to
compared to
some other sprays.
Yeah.
Like some other skincare that's made to be sprays, but it's just like
Isn't that funny? It's made to be a spray, but the spray didn't really work. And then this one that's just like an add-on is
Yeah.
like far superior.
that's beautiful.
And as we said at the beginning of this video, it's all about taking care of ourselves, our skin, looking at the ingredients. And so we actually started 7 days of pampering challenge on our own community, which is
Beauty within inner circle.
Yeah.
Every day for 7 days, we'll give you guys a quick prompt. It's something that you can do within 5-10 minutes, and how long you want to do it can be up to you. For example, meditating for 5 minutes before bed, going to sleep 10 minutes earlier than you normally would, making yourself a nice beverage before going to bed, like a little nightcap, or even going for a stroll, so that you can start easing into your nighttime routine. So there'll be 7 days of pampering picked by our community, and if you guys are just joining today, you can definitely help us plan and give us ideas for future challenges.
so
see
to
you there.
end, how have you been pampering yourself lately?
I feel like the pampering that I've been giving myself is like a reset, because I think you can do daily pampers, which is good, right? Like daily habits build up over time to become like a big habit. And I think for the longest time, I've just like never really taken the best care of myself, even though it's something that I talk about all the time. And like, that's why I talk about it, because it's like out of desperation and out of need that I do this. So I think it's like taking a step back and really allowing myself to prioritize rest above all else. I think that's like a big shift that I've
kind of put in motion since the end of last year. Just really reframing and reminding myself that to be able to work deeply, you need to also rest deeply.
There was like a quote or something that was like, if you don't pick the time to rest, rest will pick the time for you.
Oh.
And that can come anytime. So then
Wow.
like it could be when you're doing stuff, you're just like, I am so disheveled, and that's when it picks. So like that's another way to
When
kind
your
of
body just breaks down.
yeah.
Oh my god, that's so, I was like, oh, I just imagine like Grim Reaper, like rest
Yeah,
will pick
rest.
you. What about you?
I like the simple things, just like going home cleaning. I think it's always the same to like consistently get my place and my life, like the area
In
around
order.
me in order, so I feel in order, to make sure little things about myself are taken care of, like my nails. I can't go looking at ratty nails. Like I just can't. My sister came and she was like, I've never actually seen your real nails in my life because they're just always done. But yeah, that's just something that I take time for myself.
We see your toenails though.
We definitely see my
And this
toenails.
is two nails. Nothing. And this is something that Fel's actually saving to do with the community. So
Yes.
come join us. She's been saving her toes
Who
for a
wants to
long
see
time.
'em? Oh my god, no one with
Weird.
foot fetishes, please.
So we want to thank Mixsoon again for letting us share all about these wonderful ingredients. And if you have any questions, let us know below. We're always here, and we want to see you on all our different platforms. Sign up to our newsletter. We release a new e-magazine every month.
And also, before we say goodbye, we're watching a movie together in our community on April 8th. So that's Friday.
Yes.
It's going to be around 8 p.m. EST. And we also have a live over the weekend. Our last live with Walmart will be on Sunday. And after the live, we'll have another hangout session where we
All connect.
Yeah, because I feel like this connection, it's still, we're talking to you guys and you guys are, commenting, chatting, which is great. But, we'd love to see you face to face and to be able to talk face to face. So join us for that hang/little workshop that we have planned. We'll put up all the information on the screen and also down below. And with that,
See you later.
alligators.
Cheers.
That's crazy.
That's so crazy.